Article 260 of the Constitution, it says youth are between the ages of 18 and 34 years. And since time immemorial, since independence, we have seen these people. Imagine people have ruled Kenya are of ages of 40 and above, maybe 50, 60s, and that is very evident even now. And I'm asking myself, what change are we waiting for? I mean, over 50 years they have been there. Why can't they let us control the music?
But someone, and Remy, even as you came in on this, someone would ask, okay, fine, we have given you a platform. We have seen young leaders who have been there in this particular country, leaders who have been elected as young as 23, as young as 24, in the mid-20s. But the big question would be, what kind of change have they brought in? As a young person, have you seen any eligible change, any tangible change that a young person has brought to this country?
Thank you so much. I want to say categorically that it's high time that's the way you're saying, that we must now be at the dinner table. We must not be the dinner to be here at that table.
Okay.
And in my quest to put that on, I want to say that the youth are equal to the task. The only problem that we have as a nation is the old archaic belief that the youths are too young and inexperienced to lead particular dockets. And even when you do appointments and you check the results that were done even today in the government, you see it's very less for the youth. Then it means we've not been given that opportunity to showcase whatever that we can do, to present whatever that the youth are capable of. Immediately that is presented to us, or the youth are presented with that one, then we can be able to judge whether they equal to the task or not. Okay. But until then, we'll be speaking of speculations, rumors, hearsay, and innuendos. But then as the time goes by, give us these opportunities and see whatever these youth are capable of. Until then, we'll be speculating whatever the youth can be doing.
All right. Mulamba, this, and I love the fact that you brought up the positions, because yes, definitely, today we did see the cabinet reshuffle. Mulamba, I know you definitely want to chime in on this, largely, but then the role of the young people, even being, advised, and the young people giving their voice on the kind of, cabinet secretary that they would want. Will that work? Even you as Mulamba being told, what kind of a cabinet secretary for health would you want? Do you think that will actually work?
Pardon?
I'm asking, do you think your voice would count when it comes to the decisions that the head of state would make when it comes to the cabinet reshuffle? If you as Mulamba, as a young person, would be asked, even the president says, I'm going to be reshuffling. What kind of a cabinet secretary for health would you want me to have? Do you think that would help?
If I get you well, you're asking if the political class would care for our opinion.
Yes.
And how is it that they value whatever we say and if it counts?
Yes.
Well, I will take it as it is here. The political class in Kenya is quick to remind us that we are living in a bubble and the politics we want only exist in utopia. Why, you would ask, is there a disconnect between us and them? The answer is simple, because the young people have a different attitude, they have gone through a different experience, and they have a different disposition towards leadership. This stands in contrast with what the politicians are used to. To them, we are the antithesis. They cannot believe that there is a generation out here that is completely opposite from us, because this is not what they are used to. They are used to zero accountability, a tolerance to corruption. They are used to cronyism. They are used to rewarding their loyal members who probably were unable to clinch positions of power. And they are calling us disrespectful and indisciplined for reminding them that this is not how government is run. Why, you'd ask? Because they see us as a challenger, a possible challenger to the status quo, because this has not happened in a long time. We've contradicted them severally, and we've looked them in the eye and asked for accountability, asked for equitability in the appointments, and asked for meritocracy, things they were not used to. And this peeves them that as young as we are, we understand what is right, and we have the guts to tell them that this is not how things should be done.
Is it
and
working?
They don't care for our opinion.
Is it working? The fact that as a young person you'd actually call out and say, this ABCD is not working, this needs to be corrected, whether on ground, whether on the streets, or even on social media. Do you think so far it is working?
So far we have achieved a lot. I think if the youths did not come out in June last year we would have the finance bill of 2024 as law today. Because the president was interested in passing that bill, as punitive as it was, to the letter, by hook and crook. And you saw him defending the finance bill, as bad as it was. If the youths did not come out to protest how this government is misruling Kenya, we would have so many bad laws that would affect us into posterity. And if the youths did not come out, I am assuring you that the cabinet reshuffles you have today will not be happening. Okay.